Hi there, welcome back. We are going to do currently inked for September. I am not gonna lie, I'm having some trouble with these pens. I don't know what's going on, but we'll get there. So we're gonna swatch everything as I normally do with my Myers Penco swatcher. I have my Kakamori dip nib in is it sterling silver? I don't know, but the silver one. And my River City Penco nib holder in glitter green. And then I have my little glass spoon that I usually like put the ink down on and then swatch it around with this. I have my Cosmo Airlight notebook. And I will zoom in so we can kind of see. And then I have all of my inks, and like I said, I am not gonna lie, I have been struggling, and I'm not really sure what's going on, but I am not having good luck with 3 out of the 5 pens. So I usually will ink them and then just, let them set for a few and do a little test, write everything down so I have it all with me. And I know everything ahead of time, and it just makes the video go easier. But the first 3 are not writing well, and I don't know what's going on with them. So these 2 are doing good, which I will talk about this. This is a new acquisition that came a couple of days ago, and I did want to ink it up. You can see I have a theme going on now. The inks are not all green, although most of the pens are. Okay with that, because I do like a green pen. So we are just going to hop right in. The first ink is Autumn Forest by Dominant Industries. And this is the first time I've ever inked this. And I swatched it before I inked it. And it was lovely and dark and shimmery. And I put it in my pen and it is light. And I have flossed it. I have done all the things I know to get the ink moving, and it's just not. I don't know if there was residual ink. I even like dipped it in water, and I don't know, but it's just struggling. So we'll see how it writes with this. But we will start off by doing the ink swatch. It is a shimmer ink. It's the only shimmer ink that I have in this go round. So let's get started. I did kind of try to put this up, but I like having it there to hold the paper sort of in place. I should have gotten the silver one. It's a little stiffer and smaller, but this will be fine. So this ink I have given away several. Oh, I might have went down a little too far on that. We'll see, I guess. I've given away several samples of this, but I have never inked this up myself, and I was thinking, it's a beautiful fall sort of ink, and I thought that I might want to give it a go. Oh, I don't know why I got this out. I don't need this for... I am on to other things. Yeah, I don't need the Kakamori because we can write with the pens. Although I'm not going to say that it's going to come out good, but we're going to give it a go. So it's a beautiful green with like a rose gold shimmer, and I thought it matched really nice with this. With the Esterbrook SD in Botanical Garden. So let's see. All right. I'm still not really, there's a little bit of shimmer coming through, so maybe it's working its way out. The ink does look better this morning. It was so light yesterday. It's still a little light, but I feel like down here it's getting better. So I'm gonna keep working with it. Okay. This pen I am super frustrated with at the moment. It wasn't writing. I couldn't get it to write at all yesterday. This is the Phantom by Endless. I don't know. I cleaned it. I dip tested it when I first got it. I cleaned it, so I'm guessing there must be some residual ink left in it, because what's coming out of it is not the ink that's in it. But we will see. Maybe it'll be better. I just wicked out some more of the ink. But I cleaned it really good. I don't know. Just having some struggles this month. So what I have in it is Jane Eyre by Wearingeul. Let me try this off. But it looked really dark. I was like, oh, that's not good. So hopefully today it might be a little better. This is a really pretty purple. I tried to go for sort of a fallish theme. Because we are getting into those months. At least for me. I'm always into those months. I do love my fall time. So, alright, so this is, like I mentioned, the Phantom by Endless. It is a medium nib. I got it in clear with the chrome finish, and of course my clip still has not come, so I doubt I will write with this very much unless the clip shows up. I really wasn't going to ink it up, and I figured, well, I might as well just go ahead and give it a go. But I can't, like, this is not comfortable for me to write, so I'm not going to force myself to write with it. Hopefully my clip replacement will come during the month, and I can pop this off. I don't know that I've updated you guys on that situation. They claimed that they shipped all of these clip replacements out like over a month ago, and then all of a sudden they just returned them all to them. The postal service, whatever, just returned all of them to them. So they had to ship them back out. I'm not having a very good experience with this. I will still buy their inks. I do like their inks, but I would not back another Kickstarter, and I don't think I'd buy another pen from them. I am not very thrilled with this one. It does seem to dry out, sort of. But yeah, I'm not really thrilled. This whole process has just left a bad taste in my mouth. So, so this is the, their Phantom by Endless in clear with a medium nib. It starts off well, and then it gets finer and finer. I don't know that the feed is really keeping up with it. Maybe it's the ink. I don't know. I've not ever inked this up before, so possibly, but Wearingeul. Jane Eyre. Yeah, it's not, so the nib moves a lot when you write with it. It almost simulates like a bounce. I don't want to like touch it. But there is movement here in this nib. I didn't want to get ink all over me. But there is a lot of movement, and it doesn't feel bouncy. It feels like the nib is moving, and it kind of messes with me, right? You can see, like, I mean, I don't have the greatest handwriting, but you can see where, like, the letters kind of drag into the other ones. It's just very not, I don't know, the writing experience is not great on this. And I was hoping that maybe when I get the clip replacement that it'll be better. So we'll see if that ever comes. I don't have high hopes for that. Sorry to be so negative, but that's just where I'm at on the process. I am very irritated at this point. Next up, we have Linen Toolbar Wave. And I'm not really sure what's going on with my Corinne. Almost. We're going to see how it does today, but I don't know. A little bit. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just off. Doesn't feel like my inks want to work. Doesn't feel like my pens want to work. Just feels like things are being a little difficult. I hope I have enough room. I think I went a little too large. I need to start marking these places off. But I don't know. I'm just kind of here doing my thing. Alright, so this ink is in my black and silver Waterman Corinne. I have struggled with this pen for a while, but I thought the last time I inked it up that I had pretty good success. I had Monteverde birthday cake in it, and it's a real saturated wet ink, so maybe it's the ink, but we're gonna go. It's really dry, but it does look better today. Yesterday it was really light, and I do not like to fill my pens like normal people do. I like to syringe fill mine, and normally people just stick the nib in and draw it up. I tend to be more nervous about like contaminating my ink, so I always syringe fill, and well, I didn't. And I mean, like with this one, there's such like a large feed. If it gets water in there, it holds water, so it's really hard to get it wicked out. So I just decided to fill it the normal way, so it would fill, you know, fill that feed and the converter. And yeah, it was just super light when I wrote with it yesterday. Linen Toolbar Wave. But maybe it's this paper. Just don't feel like it's a great writing experience. It's not very smooth. But again, like I said, it could be the ink just being super dry. It's very possible. Alright, let's see if we can get these last two on here. Hopefully they fit. I'm going to try to maybe minimize the space a little bit. Let me make sure I got this cleaned off. Okay, so next up is Autumn Oak by Diamine. This is a lovely favorite. I enjoy this ink a lot, but again, I feel like it's probably one that I may let go of because I think I have other things that I prefer that are a little more saturated than this one. Not that there's anything wrong. I do like this ink, but I'm just trying to make an effort to downsize my collection to make sure that the inks I have are being used, because They really haven't been. So I want to try to make an effort to do away with those inks in my collection that I don't need, because I feel like I have enough inks in this color range that I like better. Maybe not even that I like better, but just perform better in my pens in the size nib. I feel like this is not as dark as I would like it to be in the writing experience. Again, that could be the pen. I have used this ink before and I actually really liked it in my Asvine. But in this Kaweco, so I have it in my Olivine Kaweco All-Star with a medium nib. Is it? Yeah, I have the medium nib. So we have feels very dry, not very saturated. And the thing is that I put my linen toolbar, Sun Moon Lake Ruby Black Tea is very similar. It's a little darker, a little more saturated in this same pen, and wrote with it for 2 months because I did not want to clean it out. And this I'm already kind of like, ugh. It's beautiful on the page, but it just feels really dry when I write with it. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna write with it. And again, maybe it's just this paper. We'll see. Yeah, I went a little ham on that first swatch. It's a little big. So let's try to get this last one on here. So the last ink is Diamine Walnut. I have not used this one in a while, and it is a tried and true. It's a ink I know very well. So I wanted to put it in the new pen that I just received because I wanted to see how it worked. And now I'm kind of wishing I had put it actually in the other new pen, the Phantom, to see if maybe that performed a little better, because I know this ink really well and I don't know. It's such a nice ink. All right. This is from the 2023 ink vent, I believe, and it's a beautiful brown. It's very brown. So if you're looking for just a brown, that's it. So new pen. So this is the Platinum Curados. And when I was going through my discussion about this Phantom, several people mentioned that this was a very popular click pen, that you could remove the clip, which I have done. Unfortunately, mine did not come with the tool to remove it, so I had to pry it off, and that was a little disappointing. But this is the new one that they just released, and I don't know if you can see, but there's a slight color shift, so it's like green to brown. And I love this color. It's so pretty. The pen writes really well. They did send me the wrong nib. I asked for a medium. They sent me a fine. I like it. We'll see how that continues to work, but I do enjoy the fact that it doesn't have a clip, but it still has a little bit of a roll stop here, so that's really nice. So this is the... Maybe I should just do this. Platinum. Is it IDAS with a vine nib and Diamine Walnut. It's a little scratchy, but I've already inked it, and I'm not going to ask them to replace it. I don't really want to wait for the new one to ship out if they even have it still in stock. But it is a lovely pen, and I'm going to write with it and see kind of what I think. I do like that it has like the mouth, like some of the other pens. I'm not happy with, I did show this when I got it, with the Phantom. It has that black, come on, you can do it. It has that silicone, oh come on. It has this silicone. It doesn't have like a mouth that drops down. So I have noticed some drying on this. So we'll see how that continues to work. But that is my September. Whoop, wrong way. September, currently inked. And I don't know how I feel about it, but it's what we're going with for now. Like I said, I've had issues with most of the pens starting out. But we will go with it and just kind of see how it goes. So we have the Esterbrook Esty in Botanical Garden with Dominant Industry Autumn Forest. We have the Phantom by Endless in clear with medium nib with Warringle's Jane Eyre. The Waterman Corinne in black and silver with a fine, oh I didn't write that this has a fine nib with Linen Toolbars Wave. We have the Kaweco All-Star. Is that what they're called? No, is it? This is the Kaweco collection, but isn't it called an All-Star? Am I thinking Alami? Yeah, I'm sorry, it's the AL. It's the AL Sport. Let's fix that. AL Sport in olivine with Diamond Autumn Oak. I thought that sounded so weird every time I said it. And then the Platinum Curados with a fine nib in Diamond Walnut ink. So I do feel this has a very fall vibe. Maybe these two are a little brighter than they should have been, the blue and the purple, but I don't know. I need some color. Can't have all of my... I had 3 greens picked out, so at least we went different, because I was like, ooh, I want to use this green and that green and the other green. So at least I did come to the realization I needed more than just greens inked up. So, but I am happy with this so far. At least the color palette, I am fine with how that's looking. I think I will enjoy, I think these 3 look really nice together, and then I think these 2 look nice together. I don't necessarily think they all 5 work great together, but I think these 3 look really nice together, and I think those 2. Even maybe those. I think the blue kind of throws it off with the rest of that. That looks nice. So I'm okay with it. We will see how that goes for the month. But this is my currently inked for September. And hopefully things go better than they have started, because they are not going the greatest to start off with. We shall see. But this does look better than it did yesterday, because yesterday it looked straight up black. It was so dark, so there must have been some residual black like left in the very tip of the nib or something like that. I cleaned it, but yeah, those tiny little skinny nibs are kind of hard to get clean sometimes. But anyway, this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.